Hello everyone, this is Robert, and in this video I want to show off the cutting and the cleaning features of the xlaserlab X1 Pro. So let's see what it can do. In my last video with the X1 Pro, I really wasn't getting good results when cutting with it, so I played with it a little bit more and changed my settings, increased the airflow going into the gun, and also got a more proper setup for cutting. So let me show you that. So this actually helped quite a bit. This is a welding table from Harbor Freight. I just kind of got this to test out just kind of as a temporary setup. It comes with a whole leg set that attaches, but you can also use it bench top like this, which is actually kind of nice. So I have it just barely on the edge of the table so I can hang things off of it. And then down below, I have a welding blanket sitting on the floor. And this thing has seen some love. You can see what the laser does to it down below. Before, when I was cutting, I was really worried about cutting into the floor or doing other stuff. So this setup is much nicer and it makes me feel a little bit more confident doing some cutting with it. So let's set something up and I'll show you what it does. As far as the machine settings go, I'm at 100% power. Anywhere between 10 and 15 hertz seems to be good, and then 100% duty cycle. There's really nothing else to change here. For gas, I'm using argon, and I've got this set to maybe about 17.5 liters per minute. You can go a little bit lower than that, but for really small cuts, I figured I'd crank it up just a little bit, but that's where I've got that set. This material is 1 millimeter thick 304 stainless. This is one of my favorite things to cut on the X-Tool metal fab, and it cuts equally great on the X1 Pro. You do need to keep a relatively fast and consistent pace to get a good cut, but as you can see, it has no issue going right through it, and you can get really clean cuts. The only time it's not really going through and I have to kind of pull the pieces off is when I start out too slow or end too slow, or kind of have a zigzag and don't maintain that speed. But realistically, any issues that you're going to have cutting this material is just going to come down to technique. Of course, you could build some sort of jig or a fence system to where you could kind of line that up and get better cuts, but this thing cuts beautifully with 304 stainless. Now let's try something that is at the limits of what the X1 Pro can handle, which is 3 millimeter thick mild steel. As you can see here, if you move too fast, you really won't get all the way through it. So you have to move really slow and steady. And this is pretty difficult without a lot of practice. I had a hard time moving that slowly and that steadily. The gun will kind of hit little imperfections on the surface of the steel and kind of pause and hang up, and then you're kind of going fast and slow and fast and slow, and it's kind of hard to do that while keeping a perfectly straight line. If you're trying to do straight line cuts like this, you're gonna want a jig. At least some kind of fence or guide on the side would be ideal. But it can get through 3 millimeter. The finish is just going to be a bit rough. You're going to have a lot of jagged edges on the side, and there's going to be a lot of dross on the bottom. But 3 millimeters is pretty much the limit to what you could reasonably cut with this machine. For anyone interested in getting the X1 Pro, I would highly recommend getting it with the stand, which I think is the ultimate kit, for this reason. You see this light? And it's blinking, that means that the laser is armed. You have the grounding or safety clamp that is on the table, and when it's connected into the table and the gun is sitting down on the table, this laser is armed. If I were to grab it and press this button right here, it would fire the laser. Now, think of doing that with your gloves on. It is really easy to accidentally hit that button. So it's best to have this on a stand where this connection can't happen on accident. So the X1 Pro can absolutely be used for freehand cutting 1 or 2 millimeter thick material, but I think 3 millimeters is kind of at the limit of what the machine can do. It can cut through it, but it's really, really tricky to go that slow and that steady. You could use a jig or one of those motorized sled things I see people with like plasma cutters using. It can work in a pinch, but it wouldn't be my favorite thing. I would stick to 1 or 2 millimeter. That seems to work really well with it. Let's talk about rust removal. These laser welder cutters have another feature, and that is cleaning. So you can clean rust and other debris off of metal. However, it's a little bit sketchy. There's something in the manual that they always tell you not to do, and that is not to connect the safety clamp directly to the gun, but that's exactly what you're supposed to do with the cleaning. You unscrew this nozzle from the end. This is the cutting nozzle. You unscrew it so you can get a nice wide beam out the end, and then you connect this on. That arms the laser, and then we just point it at stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm still not convinced that the cleaning feature of these lasers is really all that practical. Don't get me wrong, it is really fun to just point this laser at something and see everything evaporate off the surface, but as you can see, if I had to clean this entire plate, I would probably just grab the angle grinder with a flap disc and it would take me a lot less time. This is pretty tedious in that I have to keep the laser a certain distance away. I kind of get a little closer, a little further away. There is a focal length here, and just having the end completely open, it's kind of hard to control. It definitely does a good job. I mean, it completely removes whatever is on the surface, but it also does so in a relatively small area, and you kind of just have to wave it back and forth. Also, the safety concern. This is an open air laser that just by hitting that trigger, it's going to fire. So laying this thing down after you use it is, something you have to do carefully. But it is really cool, and it does function as advertised. I'm just not really sure how practical it is. It also does remove paint very easily, as you can see here. But once again, you could use a solvent, you could use a sander, and it did develop a little bit of a warp because you're putting a lot of heat into this metal. So it does work, I'm just not sure of the practicality of actually using it. Most multifunction devices aren't great at everything, and I think that holds true with the X1 Pro. It is first and foremost a welder, but then you also get the bonus features of it being able to cut and clean or do surface preparation. The cutting is going to be limited to 1 or 2 millimeters. Once you get to 3 millimeters or beyond, it starts getting a little bit dicey, and I personally wouldn't use it for that application. And the cleaning is probably going to be just limited to surface prep for welding. So if you're going to be welding two pieces together, you unscrew the nozzle, switch it over to the cleaning, and then boom, just clean that little line, switch it back to welding, and then you can weld up your bead. I think that is a great application for this. But if you're buying this strictly to just sit there and do surface preparation on large sheets, there's probably a better way to do that. So hopefully you got something out of this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.